Hi, I'm Charles. I direct Kaleidoscope Rock Academy and Kaleidoscope School of Music here in the Seattle area. I teach guitar lessons both in person and on video online all around the country, around the world. And I've been doing a lot of videos about my fleet of Godin guitars. I have a Godin A6 demo, an unboxing of my electric XT-SA. I have a demo of my 90s era Godin Telecaster, which is highly modified. In all, I've got 5 acoustics. I did an overview video last summer of all of those, and 2 electric Godins. And if you want to check those out, just look back through the channel, and I'll probably link them in the description of this video. So this is my 12 string. I got this a couple years back. It's really thin, like all the Godin acoustic electrics. It's got the battery access. It's really easy in the back. I'll give you a sense of what it sounds like acoustically first. I tuned it up using my Rode tuner. I think these are really cool because they move the knobs for you. 12 strings are kind of sketchy to tune, but this is what the Rode did for me when I used to tune this guitar just now. And this is the acoustic sound of this instrument. So it's not super big, you know, they're really meant to be plugged in, but this is what it sounds like if you're just strumming it around the house. I mean, the tone's pretty nice for something that essentially has no holes. But we're going to plug it in. So we're going to listen to it first through this JBL 1000-watt main speaker here. Totally dry, no effects. It's just this straightforward powered speaker. I've got it plugged directly in with a 1/4-inch cable. The controls, the top slider on almost all, I think all of the Godin acoustic electrics is your volume. So it's not a gain type volume like an electric guitar. It's pretty much the same character no matter where you've got it set. So for most shows, I just kind of put it right in the middle so I have some headroom to move it up if I feel like I'm too quiet and the sound man is not paying attention. So I've got about 1/3 right now. You've got a 3-band EQ. These are kind of strange because they're really long slots here, and the bands don't reach all the way. So like this is maximum, even though it looks like it's only about 2/3 the way up, and that's minimum, even though it looks like it's only 1/3 the way down. So I'm not sure why they did it that way, because it's not like that on their other guitars. Who knows? And then this is the mystery slot. It looks like they were going to put a switch in there. Maybe they used the same body like top as some other guitar they've made in the past that had a slider there. I have a Godin nylon string that has that slider, and it's kind of like a mic versus piezo selector. There just isn't that for this guitar. It's just an empty slot. This is your bass EQ. This is your mid. This is your treble. So I usually kind of go with the Seagull, but it really depends on what speaker you're in. And it's nice to have that control right on a guitar. So right now with the volume 1/3 the way up and the kind of Seagull EQ, this is what it sounds like. No EQ, no compression, no reverb. That sounds pretty amazing. That's why I love these guitars. Like all but my first Godin acoustic, I bought these sight unseen from either Musician's Friend or Sweetwater. Did not, even listen to them or try them out in stores like I normally like to. I just went on the reputation and the joy that I got out of my 90s Godin PC Telecaster electric, and also how impressed I was with the one that I did play in person at Taylor's Music in Philadelphia, which was the nylon string that I bought first. So here a little bit more of what this sounds like. If I change the EQ a little bit, kind of flatten it out, I got to me that's not quite as attractive. If I crank the treble and drop the mids a bit, that's kind of my modified Seagull, a little bit more treble and bass. Really like that sound. So this is kind of how we usually run the shows. I run a rock band program for kids and adults, so I bought all these guitars in part so we could replicate just a huge variety of cover material more authentically. So we've used this guitar on like Morgan the Feeling, Hotel California, that kind of thing. I'm going to play you a couple of those classics through this guitar in a sec, but let's see what it sounds like through the Fishman, because when I'm doing recording and or just playing in lessons or for my enjoyment, I do prefer the Fishman amp here to the JBL speaker. The Fishman Mini Loudbox has been like my best friend because I bought it when I bought the nylon string. They were sitting right next to each other at Taylor's Music in Philadelphia, so I bought them and had them shipped to Seattle. I was back there visiting because I used to be in their band program there when I was a kid and lived on the East Coast. So let's see what it sounds like through the Fishman, because I think that does give it more character. So I'm just going to turn this guy on. I'm going to flatten out the EQ, kind of put the gain in center, leave the chorus off for a moment. Reverb's up 1/3. So let's see what that sounds like. Other than loud. Turning it down a little bit. Turning the reverb down a little bit. Okay, here we go. I just love having a little bit of reverb on that. The EQ is not that different. Let's crank up something on it. Let's pull the mids back. Kind of do like, so we're double seagulling it here. We're seagulling the amp and we're seagulling the guitar. I kind of like it better on the lines. There's also a really cool chorus on this amp, so that sounds like this. Kind of enhances the already kind of chorusy effect of the 12 string. So before we wrap things up here, I'm going to grab the capo off my Inuk, and we're going to play a couple tunes for you. Obviously, Hotel California. This does prove a point, which I make with students a lot, which is if you're recording, you actually have to tune to the capo, because that was in tune down here. It wasn't horrid, might pass for a show, but I definitely think it's a little pitchy for like making a permanent recording of that cover. If I go finger style on this, turn the chorus off. Of course, there's always good old Morgan the Feeling. Let's see if I remember how to do that. So hey, thanks for watching this demo, quick demo of my 12-string Godin. These guitars were like the first part of me really expanding my arsenal of guitars about 5-6 years ago. I went from having about 8 or 9 to having over 20 now guitars total, or string instruments total. But it's been really fun to enhance my arsenal or fleet of string instruments. It really helps me teach covering all forms of music more authentically, helps the bands that I direct sound more like a record and make more impressive videos. So yeah, thanks for hopefully subscribing to this channel and checking out my other Godin videos, and I will see you again soon. Thanks.